Welcome to the world of Foxterra Design, an elite pool and landscape architecture brand catering to a global clientele. Boasting an impressive 2 million followers across social media, Foxterra Design has sculpted its name into the epitome of home luxury branding. Their secret? Mastering a single concept. In this video, we will unravel the blueprint of Foxterra Design's spectacular rise and reveal how the allure of status is woven into their brand narrative, making their offer irresistible. I'll also show you how you can elevate your own contracting business using the exact same methods that Foxterra Design used. So be sure to stick around to the very end of the video where it all comes together. For this video, we're going to look at Foxterra Design's Instagram, but this concept works on all social media platforms. Scrolling through their feed, the one thing that they focus on is status and luxury. It's that simple. These projects are otherworldly, featuring some of the most jaw-dropping pools and landscapes that you will ever see. The quality of each post is professionally shot and edited, and each post captures the attention of people who aspire to live a luxurious lifestyle and make status-driven people pull out their checkbooks immediately. We were going through some of their projects when I was scripting this video, and we were amazed at the projects that they produced. They designed a fucking lazy river in the backyard of a house. Not only are they capable of designing incredible outdoor spaces, they also designed an incredible online presence. Before we dive into how you can do it too, I first want to talk about status as a whole and why it actually matters. When we talk to our clients about who their ideal clients are, we ask them one question that really stuns them. What kind of car does your ideal client drive? This question is often followed by a chuckle from our client before they eventually spit out an answer. 9 times out of 10, it's Mercedes, Jaguar, or BMW. All of those brands are status brands. The average price of a Toyota is $40,000. The average price of a Mercedes is $79,000. The average price of a Chevy is $47,000, and the average price of a BMW is $70,000. You're working with a totally different person, and that person is driven by status. No pun intended. But what is status? Status is simply how individuals are viewed by their peers, community, or society at large. It is an invisible hierarchy that influences perception, relationships, and interactions between people. And for people who are driven by wealth, power, or attention, status is everything. That's why sneakers, clothing, cars, and even homes are valued so highly. The ability to afford luxury items is one of the biggest examples of status throughout society. These things are signals for success and establishes people's place in the hierarchy of status. For some, it provides a sense of self-worth or confidence. An example of this would be buying the Rolex when somebody hits a specific business milestone as a symbol of, yeah, I can afford a Rolex. Another reason people care about status is because it's a game of trying to keep up with other people. This is where the whole keeping up with the Joneses comes into play. Most people who are driven by status are very competitive and they treat it as a game. So if Mark next door just bought a new Corvette, I can't let him have a better car than me. I'm gonna buy a new Lambo. Lastly, when you live for status, it affords you more opportunities. You have a wider selection of places to live, more opportunities to make money, and you can surround yourself with higher status people. At the end of the day, we live in the social media era where we are constantly trying to show off and outdo our peers. Society lives for the flex, and that is all status, baby. But even if you can't afford luxury items, many people aspire to have them or live a luxurious lifestyle. In fact, people who can't afford a luxurious lifestyle far outweigh the people who can. After all, they're called one percenters for a reason. That's where the aspirational elements come into play. People will follow and interact with Foxterra's posts even if they can't afford their work because they want a glimpse into the world of luxury. In fact, just search Celebrity Mansion Tour on YouTube and you'll see that nearly all the top search results have over 1 million views. That's how Foxterra is able to rack up followers, views, and likes, all of which funnel into their social proof of 2 million followers on social media, because a follower is a follower regardless of their status. So how can you take the concept of status and apply it to your own contracting company? The first thing is to work with the highest level of clientele possible. That sounds so simple, I know, but it really is the focal point of everything that Foxterra does. They work with the highest echelon of clients who have the money to spend on out-of-the-park projects. Now, I'm not saying you need to go up and shoot for the top 1%, but let's take a look at these two towns in Northeast Ohio. First, we have Parma, a town with a lot of people, but the average house is only worth $150,000, and the average household income is $54,000 per year. Or we have Pepper Pike, a much smaller community where the average house is worth $440,000. This city is where doctors, lawyers, and Cleveland pro athletes live, such as Kevin Love when he used to play for the Cavs. Here are some Zillow listings of each neighborhood based on the highest asking price. In Parma, the highest asking price is $500,000. Looking at Pepper Pike, it's $1.3 million. Your ability to identify where the highest value homes are is critical for your business. The next thing you need to do to establish yourself as the premier contractor in your area is capture high quality media, both in terms of photos and video. I talked about this in our last video on NS Builders, but it's true here too. How you capture a project truly makes or breaks the value of your social media posts and website portfolio. What if the video you're watching right now dropped down to this quality?
Does what I'm saying become less meaningful? Are you annoyed listening to this? Did I just lose half my viewers? I don't know, and I hope not.
But high-end people want high-end things, and that means both projects and media. The last thing is to sell status. How you position social media posts in voiceovers, text, and captions really need to sell the status. We're using these things to get people to care about our content in the first place. A great example of this is this post by Fox Terra of a rendering they did for a client with text that reads, "The client said I want a backyard as luxurious as my home." We need to get viewers amazed and excited about the projects we are capable of producing. This also means that our social media posts need to be super intentional about what we're allowing ourselves to put out. Notice their entire feed is either renderings or completed projects. There are no messy in-progress photos here. If you're going to be luxury, you need to be luxury 24/7. And that is how Foxterra Design grew to become one of the most premier design firms in the entire world. If you want to watch another contractor breakdown video, watch this one right here.